Friends, I want to share a new friend, brand new friend, great friend with you. Linda Mitchell is her name. She is one of the leading women's health experts. Linda, welcome and thank you so much. You and I were talking off camera here about an injury you sustained. You came back from it, and due to what you've learned through the years in coming back stronger, you now help other women and other men find their way out of their injuries. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, I was stubborn and I got 3 back-to-back injuries when I was competing. And it started in 2018 and I really didn't make a comeback until 2022.
What were you competing for?
In fitness,
Okay.
yeah, bikini and
Yep.
figure. And I literally was like, I felt so broken because I ripped my hamstring from the groin with bone fragments, as well as my groin, the whole adductor bundle and my hamstrings. I was stubborn because being strong was all I knew. And I learned there were so many more sides to me, but I also learned that when you're breaking down, how can you build yourself up? What are you doing that's causing you to break down? And how can you turn that bus around? And I really have to say it was such a lesson in so many things. I completely just surrendered. I said, I'm not going to compete. That's when my whole mission for the Sisterhood of Sweat came in. That's when my fitness boutique came in, everything. And I would have run right past my mission. And so now I channel all of what I learned, that you can come back stronger. I never imagined that I would win Fitness Universe, Fitness America, Miss Bikini America in my 60s after all those injuries. And it was my faith in God that brought me through all of that. And I thought, what do I need to know, learn, stop, look, and listen. And it was so healing just learning you've got to build your body up. You've got to take supplements that help, with your muscle. Your muscle is so important to your longevity. And not overdo your exercise. And what are you missing? What's the missing ingredient? What do you need? Do you need more rest? Do you need less stress? And I started channeling that into all of my women because so many people in their 40s, 50s, 60s are coming in, injured, or they can't run anymore, or they feel weak, they feel like they're losing their muscle. And so I learned how we could incorporate supplements to help heal the body, because God made our bodies to heal if we give it the right ingredients.
Based on what I know about what you just said, I didn't know what your injury was. I'm shocked you walk. I mean, you had to have gone through a period of time where you probably moved around a wheelchair or something. That is a painful injury. Did you push too hard? Was that?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Competition's fierce.
Are you kidding
isn't it?
me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm all in when I do something. Yeah. And I know a lot of people can relate to that, but I thought I was never going to do anything cool again. I was never going to meet anyone cool again. I was like, all is lost, and how can I ever live my life as a champion?
Yeah.
And
may I just say, as someone who just met you, I had heard of you. Obviously, you've built. By the way, congratulations on all you built. That was an injury. Take us down a path so many women go on. I worked in clinical nutrition for 27 years. And if I heard it once, I heard it 1,000 times. And that is, something's wrong with my body chemistry. I'm probably hormonal, there's things going on. Do you think it's possible for a woman to not go through menopause like most women define it? In other words, are there stages of menopause that in all you've done in your career you've discovered, or is there everybody's going to go through this when they turn 50 years old or 55 years old?
yes, there's stages of menopause, and everybody goes through it differently. But a good balanced nutrition program, long way to defeating your symptoms, good supplementation, and also walking away from stress. I can't stress that enough. That is key, because when you're losing your estrogen, then you have to have something, and the cortisol will spike if you're having too much stress. And I know some people, this won't be popular, but I'm going to say it. Cut back on your coffee, because that raises your cortisol 28%. Sleep decreases it 30% if you're getting 8 hours of sleep.
Wow, okay. Cortisol, folks, is a hormone liberated by the adrenal gland in response to stress. Think that you're in Vietnam. My cortisol level is probably off the chart, but it can make itself up too. Non-stressful, massage, prayer. Isn't that interesting, the research being done on prayer? It's really fascinating to talk with you and see now how many women, based on your injury, based on you going through menopause, how many women their lives are impacted by you. So there's big responsibility with what you do. Overall, give us the lesson. What has Linda learned since Fit at 40 began to be published? You're now fit at 60. We're praying you're fit at 90. What do you have to do? Where have you been? Where are you going? And where will you be at, let's say, fit at 70?
First of all, I put God first in my life, and that changed everything for me. And I will say that you have to think about, how is everything that you're doing going to show up when you're 90? You have to think longevity, and I think balance. Balance is super key. Nothing too extreme. And you got to think about your joints long term, what you're doing. Are you overdoing? Are you underdoing? Just having a good balance. But for me, I think your nutrition is key, but more than anything, it's your heart set, your mindset, and your soul set. Those things are key to longevity.
Where are the joys in your life?
The joys? Oh my gosh, my family, number one. I love working with people and helping them. That lights me up inside. And of course, I love working out.
Yeah, it's become addictive. Tell us about your family. How many children?
I have 3 amazing, gifted children.
Yeah.
They're my pride and joy. That was my mission in life before the Sisterhood of Sweat.
Yeah.
And 2 amazing grandchildren.
How
Love
old?
them. 3 and 2.
Oh, at that age. I could do a whole show on that, but this isn't me. This is Linda. You probably could too. Do you get to FaceTime them? Do they live in Ohio?
Oh, no. They live in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, we FaceTime all the time. My husband and I, we look forward to FaceTiming, but more than anything, going to visit.
Exactly. And how many pictures can you get on your phone of
Oh
those
my gosh,
grandkids?
my phone, I'm like, so many pictures.
When you sit down and begin to counsel a new woman, you probably hear, look, I'm tired, I've gained a lot of weight, I raised the kids. Where do I start, Linda? Because you had a starting point. You talk about that in your work. How does someone maintain the discipline necessary to carry this through month after month after month on your program and what you've learned from all your mentors?
Everyone that I work with, and why the transformations are so powerful, is we always really dig deep, and I find out what makes them tick and what's your why. You got to dial into your why, otherwise what's your powerful why? And don't worry about what anyone else thinks it should be, but what is it really? Because that's what's going to get you out of bed in the morning, instead of pulling the covers up over your head, is your powerful why.
You have mentioned on some of our shows, you get up very early in the morning and begin the boot camp and mix up your goodies and your supplements and so forth. Sleep. They're now equating 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night with good immunity. I mean, I never thought I'd see those data come in, but it's true. Sleep, exercise has become very important for you. How much exercise do you recommend for other those you counsel? And teach me a little bit about what you recommend as far as diet and supplementation is concerned.
Well, I think you've got to fit it into your life. So this is kind of individual how much you're going to exercise, because it should work in your life. You got to make yourself a priority, though. Number one, make it an appointment that you keep with yourself. And if it was 3 to 5 times per week, and go at it, make yourself sweat. What your goals are going to drive the amount of time that you exercise. So really, anytime, any 30 to 90, in that window.
30 to 90 minutes.
Yep, 3 to 5 times per week.
That's not bad. So 20, 30 minutes hard. I do a big cardio thing. You know what a maxi climber is?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm an old guy. I get on that
Climber,
thing.
yeah.
Oh, and I love that, and then do all
That's
my
great.
other. But I find what you just said, about 30 minutes of various push-ups and isometric, so forth, really works for me 3 to 5 days a week. And here, at 75, I never thought I'd be doing this. Diet and supplements, what do you recommend?
Oh gosh. Well, let's see. I really think anybody over 40 should be doing creatine, because it helps. Not only is it going to help prevent Alzheimer's, they're finding, it helps with your muscle, like it's your muscle health. Having some muscle is important to longevity. So you don't want to have yourself, get in an accident, you have no muscle, nothing to sustain. They're finding you could live a good 10 years longer with having more muscle on the body. So creatine is, you want to make sure you drink plenty of water with it, but it's in your food, it's in steak. You literally could have this supplement, and along with taking a really good probiotic for your gut health, and making sure you're having enough protein in your diet. That's also crucial for, having some muscle on the body, but just in general for your overall health. Especially as you age, because you're losing 3 to 5% of muscle.
Yeah, isn't that
every year?
I like the building up part. I don't like what's going on now. You put your arm up and this hangs down. Mine used to go that way. Now it hangs down. Very funny, Lord. Tell us a little bit about your must-haves on a daily basis. Tell me 2 or 3 supplements that you don't go a day without.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Dr. O'Hara's probiotic, because all health starts in the gut.
Yeah, me too, by the way.
Okay. Of course, my creatine I take BCAAs, which is branched chain aminos, because that's also healthy for the entire body. And I just, overall, maybe take 4 or 5 supplements, the most important ones, like a good digestive enzyme, because you're losing some of your digestive juices as you age, and that could also be why things are sitting around the gut.
Some nutritional advisors tell people to drink, half their age in ounces of water. Boy, that would be for me a huge amount of water. As I age, that's more and more water. Where are you on that? I mean, I might drink, to be honest with you, I'll go to lunch and drink a bottle of water, 12 ounces of water. And when I get home, I'll swallow my supplements, in the morning. What's the rule of thumb there? What do you recommend?
Oh gosh, water is the fountain of youth, okay? So at least 64 ounces bare minimum of water. And usually I recommend a gallon per 100 pounds of body weight.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I would have to carry it in a wheelbarrow in front of me, shoot it down. And finally, which water? Is there a water you like? The municipalities, we just got something out where we live in Texas that says, we got to be a little careful. You might start boiling your water. They never give you the whole story. Which are reverse osmosis, hydrogenated? Is there water you drink?
I like to have some electrolytes in my water.
So you add it to your water?
Yeah, I'll
add
minerals. Some to my water. Yeah.
Yeah, you're such a joy to know. I know we just met, but may I be the first, and I'm not, to congratulate you on this illustrious career. I mean, it's amazing what you've done. You and I found out about Dr. Ohhira's probiotics 2 decades ago.
I'm just grateful to be healthy and be here. Thanks for having me on.
Me too. God bless you.